Facebook.
Excellent.
And we're sending data to YouTube at Glocker Realty. That's it. Now, if you go on to the video section, you should be able to see it, or it should start popping up underneath the event. Like, I just got an invitation to join in now.
I'm joining.
Find it.
I heard this is pretty cool.
Yeah, the Castic Glocker.
So I'm going to check it out.
The Castic Glocker, it's really neat.
Yeah.
And I see a couple people. It might just be us for right now, but whatever. I'm going to put it out also because we also do record these shows. So
there's definitely a delay.
There's definitely a delay.
Yeah.
The delay can be as much as 9-10 seconds. I actually counted it out one time. When we first started doing the podcasting, I wanted to find out the delay, so we timed it with a stopwatch. Yeah. And it's as much as 10 seconds sometimes. So
everybody watching, it's a good thing to remember that there's a delay. It's not that we're ignoring you.
Yeah, that's true. And then sometimes people will ask a question, and then we'll answer it, and then I'll get back into the comments and see that we already answered the question.
Yeah.
So I don't go back over something that I think that we already covered.
Right.
Also, too, now that there's a couple more people tuning in, just remember that we're on Facebook and YouTube. I have noticed that some people are having Facebook problems due to the Facebook updates.
Yeah.
If that becomes an issue, just go over to YouTube while you're getting your Facebook straightened out.
Right. And on the opposite, I had some people talk to me about they want to make comments, but they're watching on YouTube. So remember, you can only make comments.
No, that's not true. There is a way to make comments on YouTube.
This is breaking news.
I don't know how to give somebody instructions on how to do it.
Breaking news without the instruction.
But I guarantee you that there's a YouTube video on how to do it.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Guaranteed.
No, you can make comments. If you know how to do that, you can make comments during the live show on YouTube.
Yeah.
And you can make comments after the show on both platforms.
Absolutely, yeah.
And we try to monitor those as well.
And if you stumbled on this by accident,
yeah,
we are the Castic Glocker.
The Castic Glocker. Right. It's up on the screen. I got it up there.
Yeah, all right, there you go.
So today we're sitting with, I forgot your name.
That's all right. Captain Rebecca.
Captain Rebecca from Salvation Army.
Yep.
Right?
Yes.
And you guys are located
at 409 South Reading Avenue, right here in Boyertown.
Right. And how long have you guys, before the show we were talking a little bit, if you just want to introduce yourself, where you came from, how you came to the Salvation Army, the whole 9 yards. This show is for you.
Right.
Talk it up.
Okay.
Rebecca's show.
Yeah. Well, I'm Captain Rebecca. My husband, Captain Joe, and I have been here in Boyertown at the Salvation Army for five years now.
Right.
The Salvation Army was always my church, so we felt God's calling for us to become the pastors, leaders within the Salvation Army. So we went to training in New York for 2 years, and then Boyertown was our first assignment.
And how long ago was that?
5 years ago.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So you weren't originally from Boyertown?
No, we're from York, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you like our little town?
I love it. Yeah, we love it. We definitely call it our home.
And that's what I was hoping you were going to say.
Yeah, we love it.
And just to clarify, so we introduced you as Captain Rebecca Smith, and I asked you this off air, but I figured I'd ask you on air as well.
Sure.
So the captain, where does that come from exactly?
Yeah, the Salvation Army is quasi military. The leaders, it goes up when you come out on the field, it's first lieutenant, and then after 5 years you move to the rank of captain, and then you move to the rank of major, and then we have lieutenant colonels, and then we have a general that's international. The Salvation Army is an international
Very interesting.
organization. Yep.
And with that said, we should bring up the fact that it's Veterans Day today.
Yes, and Captain Joe's a veteran. Go Navy.
Well, thank you very much, Captain Joe. Captain Joe is in the background right now, hiding.
Monitoring.
But yeah, thanks all the veterans that literally put their life on the line to keep us safe and our country proud. Yeah.
All right, people are talking about the sound. I'm trying my best with the sound. When we wear masks and then also turn up the gain on the microphones, it causes a vibration. So I can either get rid of the vibration
Is that what they're saying? There's a
Yeah,
vibration?
there's a vibration. It's caused by the masks and the microphones. I don't know how to get
You would
around
think it'd
it.
be extra clear.
You would think, but it's
Yeah.
not. So I'm going to turn down the gain on the microphones.
Okay.
You might just need to turn the volume up on the device that you're listening on.
Oh.
Turn it up.
I thought you were just going to say turn
I
the
can't-
volume up on me.
No,
Like myself.
your volume,
Like I start-
everybody's volume is where it needs to be. We're
Okay.
hitting the marks on my soundboard, but there is a vibration that's caused by the mask when we use masks with the
Okay.
microphones. I'm going to adjust a couple of the settings, but like I said, turn the volume up on the device that you're listening on. That will help.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
You keep talking. I'm going to make adjustments.
Mix Master Matt is on the board right now, mixing down some quality sound for us. Okay, so Thanksgiving is coming.
Yes.
Okay, so I have a couple notes here, and one of the notes states that there's a Thanksgiving meal and church service that you do.
Yes.
Is that happening this year?
Yes, it is. Our church service starts at 10 o'clock, and we have a Thanksgiving meal from 12 to 2. It's a drive-through this year. Every year we would invite people into our building, and we would serve probably 150 people for Thanksgiving. But this year we're going to have to go to the drive-through
Okay.
with COVID,
Okay.
obviously. But, yep, 12 to 2 on
On
Thanksgiving Day.
Excellent.
Yep.
I have a bunch of stuff here. I had some stuff that Jen Seville, our real estate, or excuse me, our insurance assistant did, and she made a little slideshow. I'm going to put the slideshow up. Yes, folks, you won't be able to see me when I put the
This
slideshow.
is sad news.
I'm
Sad
sure
news.
people are going to be really, really upset. But there's the slideshow, and then let me get rid of the other logo here.
I'm
There
going to
you
talk
go.
to Captain Joe for a second. He's off camera. Do you want to go in the other room and see how the sound is?
We just got some feedback saying that it's much better.
Oh, okay.
All right.
There we go.
So whatever I did worked.
Awesome.
Of course it did.
Of course.
Of course. Matt, did you doubt yourself? I didn't doubt you one bit.
So listen, Jen also gave me some of this research, right? So I got a couple of different points, and we're just going to start running them down, okay? So first, we wanted to talk about the Roundup program. Do you want to explain what the Roundup
Yes.
program is and how people in the community can get involved with that?
Yes, Walmart this year is being very generous, and they are offering to do a roundup to the nearest dollar when you check out at the Walmart cashiers. So you can round up to the nearest dollar with Walmart from
Okay.
now until
It looks
the end
like
of December
now until
31st,
December
I believe.
31st.
Yes.
At the Bechtelsville Walmart.
And so that's doing
Yes,
very
and you can-
little, but it does a whole lot.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great.
You don't have to do anything
No,
except go
just say,
shopping.
Hey, because say it was money exchanging hands, and you get the change back. You're going to throw that in something at the house. Going to end up in the couch or something like that.
Right.
Right.
Same thing, except for it's going to go to a good cause.
Right.
That
Absolutely.
will help a lot of people.
Yep. Absolutely.
So there's the Roundup program. And
I
Jeff,
believe you can do it online as well.
you can do that online. So if you're online shopping
Yep.
or shopping in the store,
Or shopping in the store.
and then at checkout, they
Yes.
ask you if you want to do this, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And then Jeff's talking about change, right? You bring
Yeah.
up a good point. They also need volunteers to be kettlebell ringers.
Yes, we need volunteers. Yes.
Okay. So, how long is the commitment to volunteer to be a kettlebell ringer? When does that start? When does that program start? When does it end? And if I want to sign up, how long is my commitment of time?
Okay. So our kettle season begins November 21st. It's a Saturday
Okay.
at Walmart. And then the next week, it starts at Redner's in Boyertown and in Douglasville. And you can just sign up for 2 hours.
Okay.
You can take a 2-hour shift, whether it be weekly, daily, just for the season, however you would want to give your time. You can just sign up for 2 hours.
Okay.
We're trying to encourage more quantity of people to sign up and to ring bells for us.
Okay.
And to give 2 hours of their time
Right.
this kettle season.
So I would imagine that the Roundup program, along with the kettlebell thing, that's primarily how you're fundraising
Yes.
in the holiday season?
Yes,
Is that
absolutely.
those are your big pushes?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And for those who don't know, what does their donation go towards? What does Salvation Army do for the community, surrounding communities, and so on?
Right. So our when you donate at the kettle, it stays here in Boyertown.
Okay, that's good to hear.
Yes, and we have a food pantry at our facility. We serve a daily meal, and we serve right now. We are serving around 600 meals a week.
Okay.
Wow.
And
Now, which meal do you serve? Do you do is it a breakfast, a lunch, or a dinner?
a lunch.
Okay.
Yep, 11:30 to 1.
11:30 to 1.
Daily.
It's a drive-through. Yeah.
At your location here
At
in
our-
Boyertown.
yes.
And the address there again is?
409 South Reading Avenue.
So somebody could go there between the hours of
11:30 to 1.
1
and get
o'clock
yep.
and get a community meal.
And that's
Yes.
it. I mean, they
And
just
that's it.
just go there and get it. There's nothing.
Drive-through.
yeah.
That's it. Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Anybody.
Right.
Anybody
it's open
can.
for anybody. And through that program, you're doing 600 meals a week.
Yes.
So then obviously you're raising funds because you got to go out and purchase the stuff.
Yes.
Now, are you guys tied into any other regional or area food banks or anything like
Yeah,
this?
the
or
Berks County for
Berks
food
County
bank.
Food Bank. Okay.
Yep.
So that's where you're going to. You're kind of teaming up with them and using their purchase power to make your purchases for the Salvation Army,
Yes,
right?
we go weekly to pick up from there.
Okay.
But we also have generous donations from Walmart, Wise's, Giant, and
Okay.
Redner's.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then so they're feeding.
They're helping to feed
stuff.
the community as well.
Okay. All right. There we go.
Yep. And Wawa. Don't let me forget Wawa.
Okay.
They're-
So you're getting a lot of different stuff coming in
Yes.
there.
Yes.
Now, do you guys have a way like? And I'm only asking this because I'm involved with the Pottstown cluster of religious communities down in Pottstown. I'm on the board of directors there.
Okay.
And we're fortunate enough that we have cold storage. We have a walk-in freezer and a walk-in refrigerator.
Okay.
Do you guys have the ability to set up that kind of stuff?
We have multiple freezers.
Okay.
In our food pantries. Yeah.
So you're able to store the stuff then
Yes.
that comes into you and then use it as needed.
Yes.
Because that certainly
Yes.
extends your ability, right? Like,
Right.
it increases your capacity to serve more
exactly.
people.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then also the types of donations that you can get
Yes.
are much broader because you have food storage
Right.
capacity.
Exactly.
So
Yep.
people should keep that in mind as well, too, right?
Yes,
if they want to get
absolutely.
involved. And I'm sure that program needs help, right? You need volunteers in that program to put the meals together, serve the meals, etc.
We are holding steady right now with the
Okay.
volunteers that we have.
Okay.
Due to COVID, we're
Right.
kind of limited on how many volunteers we have in
Right,
the building.
right.
But right now, we've been having some very faithful volunteers just coming and daily helping us to serve the meals.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
And then how long? I guess that's throughout the year then, right?
Yes.
There's no...
Yep, that's
Okay.
throughout the year. Yeah.
There was a question that came in, and it refers back to the kettlebell ringers.
Okay.
How old do you have to be in order to be a kettlebell ringer? What's the minimum age?
Oh, I never thought of a minimum age. We've had little ones.
Okay.
I've had my little one, 4 years old, standing with me.
All right, so as long as that person
With
is
an adult.
accompanied by an adult,
Yes, as
he'll
long as-
take any age.
Right.
So 18
right.
would be by themselves.
Yeah.
Right? 18. and-
18-ish by themselves.
Yeah,
I mean,
think I
whatever.
could. Like my son's 16. I think I think he could handle it.
He could definitely handle
He
it.
could definitely handle it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're talking.
There's no age restriction.
Teenagers,
Right.
and then other kids by review or parental discretion.
Right.
How's
Parental
that?
discretion,
Other kids by
sure.
parental discretion. I knew some words would pop into my head sooner or later. All right, where are we at now? So we got volunteers. We covered that.
Yep.
And then there's something here, Angel Tree for Christmas.
Yep.
Christmas
yes,
is
we
coming
have
up.
an angel tree program. The Salvation Army. It's gifts for children for Christmas.
Okay.
That's called our angel tree program. So what we do, we gather Christmas applications for low-income families who need assistance with Christmas gifts for their children. So we take their application and then we fill out an angel tree tag, and community members, or a tree at Walmart, or we hang the angel tree tags on a Christmas tree at Walmart, or some of the local businesses will take multiple angel tree tags for us and distribute them through their facility as well. Yeah.
So the tags at Walmart on the tree, someone could just come up and take that tag and say, I'm going to help these people.
Yep, and go
Okay,
shopping for that
perfect.
child.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Is there any other locations beside the Walmart that you're doing at?
Yes, there's so many locations in the Boyertown area and
Okay.
Douglasville area that take it.
Okay.
Final Results, Burke's. There's so many.
Okay. Do you have a list like up on your website or anything like that?
You
Where
know,
could we direct somebody to learn more information
yes,
about that?
It can be on our website. We
Okay.
can put that on our website. Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So after the show, what we'll do is we'll make sure that we have an updated post.
Okay.
And we'll have links to your website. Do you guys have a Facebook page?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll make some links to Facebook and also to the website. There'll be websites in the comments and in the description on YouTube, and people can click on that and go over to Salvation Army and find out how they can get involved
Okay.
or how they can support one of these families or the locations where they can go
Right, or-
to pick up
Right.
the information.
Okay. They could even come by our facility as well, and we have tags there as
There
well.
you go. Stop
Yep.
by for lunch.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go pick up your lunch and then
Right.
find out how you can help somebody else.
Okay. Yeah.
How's
there you
that?
go.
Right?
Yeah.
They're offering
Perfect
you
circle.
food. They're luring you right in.
I know. There you go. Yeah, that's a great idea. But and then you can just drop off the gift right at our facility.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's great.
So you get 2 lunches.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
first
there
you
you
go and get your lunch. You just find
figuring out
out
how
where
to
to go
get fed.
shopping. Yeah, that's right. I'm all about
Now
it.
you're always thinking
And then when
about
you go back to drop off your gift, you get
your free
another lunch.
again.
win-win.
It is.
win,
It is a
win.
win-win.
That's a triple,
Triple win.
baby.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely. Yep.
All right. Now, too, you guys got a lot going on. The Salvation Army
have a
has
lot
a lot
going
of
on.
stuff going on. So it looks like you usually host a Thanksgiving meal and a
Yep.
church service.
Yes.
How are you going to be handling that this year with the restrictions for COVID and everything like that?
Right. So we'll still have our church service at 10, and that goes to about 11. And then it's limited seating.
Okay.
And then we will have a drive-through Thanksgiving lunch from 12 to 2.
Okay.
Yep.
And that's a yearly event.
Yeah.
And you guys are squared away with volunteers for that. You're
We
good
are.
on that too.
Yes, we
okay.
are. We're ready.
How many volunteers do you have in general?
In
general.
in general,
Yeah.
like for our food
For
pantry, for our
everything.
meals,
Like on the average.
probably about 100.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, volunteers. We have a master list, and we have some volunteers. Yep. Yeah.
That's good people helping good causes right there.
Yeah.
And this is, again, we talk about this on the show all the time. This is what we're here for. We're here to support local businesses, local nonprofits. So, again, this is the Boyertown branch of the Salvation Army. This is in your community. The people that are going there for service are from your community. They're from
Yep.
your block. They're from your neighborhood. The people that run the place are from your block, from your neighborhood. So if you're looking for a way to plug in and get involved, go down to the Salvation Army. If you like hear some of the things that they're doing here, that they're doing here in Boyertown, go get involved. The other part of it too is if you need some help or you need some service, here's another opportunity for people to find a way to plug in. So if you, your neighbor, a family member is struggling with food security or needs a boost up or needs some spiritual guidance, right?
Right.
Contact the Salvation Army. We're giving you options in the community,
Yes.
just like we do for the events. We're trying to give you some other options where people can go and get help or plug themselves in to help the community.
Right.
All right. So here, I'm just going down the list, man. There's a lot to talk about. The Salvation Army was on scene with the canteen providing food and drinks and prayer for those affected by the fire at the Ashwood fire.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And it was your truck from Boyertown that went
Yes.
down there?
Absolutely.
And then
Yep.
how long did you guys stay on that scene providing assistance?
6 hours, I believe,
Okay.
that they were on site.
Okay. And then after that 6 hours initial commitment, what was the ongoing commitment or ongoing assistance that Salvation Army provided? Do you have any idea of that?
They served them lunches. They
Okay.
served them lunches afterwards.
If you just want to speak out loud, let's go. So
I just forget about
served
that.
They served them lunches.
Yes, afterwards.
Afterwards.
The next day.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I didn't want to give you any kind of incorrect information.
Oh, that's
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that's like? Is there any ongoing or long-term support that the Salvation Army's involved with, or are you guys just more on that particular case? Were you just there for the immediate emergency?
We were there for the immediate emergency.
And that's something you
Yes.
do
Yeah,
when
very often.
Yeah, very often.
Yes, at fire calls,
right.
or any kind of. We serve the first responders with our canteen truck.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean that's important stuff because I want people to understand where their donations are going to.
Yes.
You know, when you see the kettlebell ringers, you want to support them.
Right.
I do it every
Absolutely.
year. I'm sure Matt does.
I do. I
Yeah.
throw my change in there
because
Sure.
I know where it goes and there's just such a big help to people in
Right.
general.
Well, I mean, I have some firsthand experience because a lot of people know that I worked in law enforcement for 15 years, and there was plenty of fire scenes or extended crime scenes even where we had to call in the Salvation Army in order to provide support or scene support
Yeah.
for things that were going on. So I know that I've been a recipient of some of the services
Nice.
from the Salvation Army.
Nice.
It's a little bit morbid, but we did have a kind of an involved crime scene one time down in Pottstown. We were there for several hours, and the Salvation Army came to provide meals and coffee and hot chocolate and stuff for us because it was cold, and we were doing this outdoor crime investigation for hours and hours and
Yeah.
hours. So the Salvation Army came down and helped us out.
Nice. We love our first responders.
We gotta. It's all part of the community's support, and we're
Right.
hearing that on almost every episode. Somebody in the community, every single one of the businesses that we've had on, is doing something by way of helping out first responders, whether it's EMS, fire, police,
Right.
the military, or D, all of the above. So
Yep.
sure, I mean, again, that's part of community service. So.
Yeah, they're a bloodline to the community.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Absolutely. If I met Josh Parks from Branch Life, who is one of the people that is overall coordinating the ongoing
Okay.
response to the Ashwood fire. He was a guest on my other podcast, Porchcast Pottstown, and
also for that,
yeah.
the Pottstown Salvation Army, this is Salvation Army involved with that because it's in the Pottstown
Gotcha.
region. So all of our funding for that is going to be directed to them in order to help.
I gotcha.
That continued support.
So what we're learning is that the Boyertown Salvation Army is providing backup assistance to Pottstown because the Pottstown Salvation Army was kind of taking the lead
Yes.
for the Salvation Army for the relief effort for the Ashwood fire victims,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay. So money and things that you collect up here in Salvation Army in Boyertown get channeled down to Pottstown in order to help those folks out. They offer a vacation Bible school.
Yes. We did our vacation Bible school online.
Okay.
It's still on our Facebook and YouTube.
Uh-huh.
But we did a vacation Bible school online this past summer.
Okay.
Usually we have it in-house, but it's 1 week for in the summer, and we have a great time with that.
Okay. And what do? Do you take the kids out? Do you, is it mostly on site? How do you,
Normally.
normally?
Yeah.
Under normal.
Absolutely.
So I want to go back. Like, I'm trying, listen, as much as it feels like it might be, COVID is not going to be here forever.
Absolutely.
I mean, we're hearing some positive
It's like
news.
forever.
It seems like forever. And I know things changed. You did
Right.
it virtually. If
Right.
you have to do it virtually again next summer, you'll be set up
Sure.
to do it virtually.
Right, exactly.
In times gone past, and hopefully in future times, what do you normally do
Absolutely.
for the Vacation Bible School?
Vacation Bible School, they come on site. They come
Okay.
on site, and we set up stations, and the kids do a rotation. It's usually age appropriate groups.
Okay.
And we have volunteers. We create a theme.
Right.
And the kids just come and have a great time, and we'll go outside and play games with them.
Mm-hmm.
Teach them a Bible story. Do a craft. Just do a missionary video. But we have a theme usually, and we just go from there.
Okay.
Have volunteers set up, and
Right.
we just have try to make it kid friendly and fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is it 1 week for all the age groups, or do you have a separate week for the different age groups?
It's 1 week for all the age groups.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you guys have a basketball court, and that
We
was up in
do.
the slideshow.
Okay. Awesome.
So, do you want to talk about how the kids or how the community can come and use the basketball court? Is
Yeah,
that
it's-
open to the public?
it's
or-
open to the public. It's
Okay.
an open court.
Okay.
Yeah. It's very utilized. It's great recreational. It's open game. The Tri-County League used it
Okay.
this past summer.
Okay.
That was a success for them, I believe.
Okay.
We have lights, so
Right.
you can play in the dark.
Okay, so it's an outdoor court.
Yes, it's
I'm
an
not
outdoor
looking
court.
at the pictures. So.
All right.
I
Sorry.
could
Yeah,
look right
it's
here.
an outdoor
So
court.
if you have a group or an organization or a bunch of guys together that want to play basketball,
Yeah.
contact
Play.
the Salvation
Contact.
Army.
Do you have to like book a time?
If you want to have it like,
Like a
a
real
weekly or a daily something going on, contact Captain Joe.
Okay.
He's your guy for that.
And I would imagine you guys want to know if somebody needs the
Yes.
lights on, you got to make arrangements
Yes.
for that and
Yeah.
all of that
Yep.
good stuff, right?
Yep.
But if you're just a kid or a person in the neighborhood
Yeah.
that wants to use the court, you can just go over and
Absolutely. Come on
start
down.
playing?
Yeah,
Otherwise,
start
it's
playing.
a public court.
Pickup games
Excellent.
happen all the time. Yeah, it's
that's
And it's
fun.
great.
outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's outside, right?
outside. Yeah.
Which everybody, it seems like, has been spending more and more time outside recreating due to, due to COVID.
Which is probably one of the number one things I've seen from COVID that is a
Yes.
positive.
Yes.
Is
it's a
people are
positive.
spending more time outside, which
I
is,
gotta
is a
would-
good thing.
No, I got to agree that in my life, it certainly made a huge difference to be able to be interested in outdoor activities and have a family that's interested in outdoor activities. And it's certainly one of the silver linings in the cloud for me was the fact that I was able to go out and go fishing and go hiking and take
Yeah.
my son's mountain bike riding. We
Yeah.
went camping, all of that, all of that great stuff that got us outside and created distance, away from other people. It was a silver lining in
Yeah.
the cloud.
Yeah.
We
I
had
agree.
some great family bike rides this summer.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just a good thing and a bad thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
doing a
the
bad
silver
thing.
lining in the cloud. And
That's
then
right.
so here, if you want to get some outdoor recreation, you want to get some energy out of your kids, get them tired out for bedtime,
Yeah.
send them over to the basketball courts
Yeah.
over at the Salvation
I'm going to send him
Army.
over every night then.
There you go. There's just no
They
dunking.
don't seem to get tired for
I'm back
bedtime.
on this lunch thing again. man. See, I would go and
Grab a
play
lunch.
basketball
Get
and then grab a
lunch.
lunch.
Grab a lunch.
And then it'll be bedtime for Matt.
I'll take a nap.
Then take a nap.
That's just your afternoon right there.
I'm done. That might be my warm up
Oh,
now for the
man.
cast at Glocker.
Yeah.
That sounds like
you
a
can
good
sleep
schedule.
during the show.
There you go.
Well, I'll take my nap before the show starts.
Okay. Yeah. Let me back up then.
All right. So there's Christmas events going on. What's the plan for Christmas at the Salvation Army this year? You're
Yeah.
having the services.
Yeah, we always have a Christmas Eve service. We're going
Okay.
to have a Christmas Eve service at 6:00.
And then
on
anything
Christmas Eve.
else? Are you doing like a special community dinner, or what have you been able to arrange, taking into consideration the COVID requirements?
We have been able to arrange Christmas food boxes with the Berks County Food Bank.
Okay.
So we'll be giving out Christmas boxes to our food pantry clients
Okay.
the week prior to Christmas,
Okay.
which will include a ham or a turkey.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah.
they'll be able to take that box home and then prepare a
Yes.
meal for themselves and their families.
Yes. Absolutely.
That's
Yeah.
great.
And then have some leftovers, I'm sure.
Yes.
Right?
And I'm
Yeah.
sure that's even more necessary than ever
Exactly,
because
right.
families aren't going to be able to gather at one person's
Yeah.
house. They're going to have to do
Right.
their own things, and
Right.
some of them just can't get that together. That's tough,
Right.
Yeah. No,
that's
it'll
great.
definitely be
We
a help.
usually have a nice ham dinner after our Christmas Eve service
Okay.
during church, but we're not doing that this year.
Okay.
But hopefully next year we'll be
Right.
back on track with that. But
Well, I guess if, pray for this vaccine that they think
Yeah.
is, it's showing some really good effectiveness in its trials, this Pfizer vaccine
Right.
that they're talking about.
right.
So hopefully if that continues to develop, maybe we can get out of this, sooner than later. In the meantime, we've got to be careful. I mean, we were just talking about it yesterday with the move indoors and with the colder weather, people are going to be not as able to spread out as we were in the warmer months. So
Right.
be careful out there, and there's support for folks. That's at the end of the day, that's where we're getting at. I mean, we're not even through the list, and we've already talked about 8, 9, 10 different things that the Salvation Army's doing
For this community.
for this community and to
Yep.
provide support. So if you're looking for something to do or looking for a way to plug in, there's so much stuff here. You had the Easter Bunny. I did not put the Easter Bunny picture up because I felt like we were so
We're
far away.
too early.
That was
wanna
a
be
great
accused of,
Easter
like,
bunny, though.
Like on Christmas Eve, they start putting up the Easter Bunny stuff.
Yeah. That's crazy.
So they usually have an Easter thing.
Yeah.
And then Jen, you're just getting some kudos here from Jen. Jen
Okay.
saying that her kids attend an event that they had there, and they invited elementary school kids to come and learn how to play an instrument. And then they
Oh,
fed
yes.
the dinner to all the kids.
Yes.
Her kids loved it. It was super fun, and it was completely open to the public. Not just something to do for struggling families or people that needed assistance, but it was open to
Yes.
the public for anybody that wanted to take advantage of that.
Right. Our
program.
Red Shield Music Academy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, that makes me think, right? The Salvation Army Band, right?
Yeah, I know.
That's that's what you
yes.
guys, one of the things you guys are famous for,
Yes,
right?
we are. Yes.
So this was kind of an extension of that, right?
Right. Yes.
So this was folks from the Salvation Army? Was this the Salvation Army Band teaching the kids in the neighborhood how to play instruments?
Well, sort of. We have there's some volunteers, a family that is heavily into music, and
Okay.
they volunteer themselves to give back. They were recipients of some Salvation Army instruction from other ones that are in the Salvation Army.
Okay.
Divisionally, so they opt to give back. So they teach community kids what they have experienced, what they learn through their experience with the Salvation Army.
Okay.
And we bring kids in and teach them drama, singing company, an instrument, dance.
Okay.
I said drama, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's great.
And that's an ongoing program that you guys have?
Yeah, we haven't started it back up yet.
Right.
We put a stop to it in March with
Right,
COVID,
right.
and we haven't brought it back yet. But yes, it will be back up and running
Once
shortly.
you're able to.
Shortly,
Right.
yes.
It's part of the regular scheduled program
Yes.
at the
Yes.
Salvation Army,
Yes.
right?
So does Captain Rebecca or Captain Joe play a musical instrument?
No, we don't.
No,
I'm
no.
part of like the drama crew.
Okay. All right.
A little bit more drama
That's good.
experience. But no.
That's
I'm gonna have to. I had to point out something to my son since
Yeah.
I'm sure he's watching.
Okay.
Nico, practice your trumpet,
There you go.
and someday you could be part of the Salvation Army
There
band
you go. Amen.
because he
There you
hasn't been
go.
practicing his trumpet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Before we transition into the events, there's at least one thing that I need to talk about because here at Glocker Realty Insurance, we're helping the Salvation Army with your
Yes.
current food drive, right? So
Yes.
from tonight, Wednesday, November 11th to Wednesday, November 25th, from 9 to 5. That's Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 till the 25th. You can come in to Glocker Realty and Insurance and drop off food items
Nice.
for the food drive. Now, if you do that, you will be entered into a raffle for this lovely basket that you can see in the background.
I can bring it up.
I was told that this basket is worth $150 retail. $200.
You got some wine. It's got some candles, some apple butter, and there's a $150 gift certificate to
$150 gift certificate?
hold on.
Do I see pumpkin spice in there? Ladies, pumpkin
Be
spice.
a light photography, so you get a free photo set.
Oh, a free photo session.
$150 worth of a photo session.
So come on, folks. I mean, it's a win-win. That's a win-win-win.
So
You're
and-
helping the
and-
Salvation Army. You're helping the community, and you might win this lovely gift basket.
Yep. And just to be clear, every single donation gets an entry. So if you bring in 2 cans,
Okay.
you get two entries.
Okay.
If you can come in 5 times a week, I mean, it doesn't matter.
It's unlimited.
Every single time you get an entry into the prize. So
For a photo shoot, some pumpkin spice and some wine.
yeah,
Come on, ladies.
yeah.
I don't know why I'm just saying ladies. I mean, I like pumpkin spice too, but it seems to me that the ladies like the pumpkin spice. That's all I'm saying.
I agree with you, but I love pumpkin spice too. And
I
I'm a
like
sucker
pumpkin
for it.
food. I like pumpkin pie. All right, so from here we're going to transition into the events. Jeff, you want to lead off with that? Please don't go anywhere.
Okay.
And like I said, if something in the events section triggers your mind, just jump right in.
Okay.
Okay, so each week I put out a blog, what's going down in Boyertown, and you can find that at jeffknowsboyertown.com, and that is a complete event guide. It tells you what's happening in the area, that what you can go do if you're looking for something over the weekend or during the week. Just go to my blog and check out what
Check
all
out
the
what's
options
there.
are. Yeah, one-stop event guide.
There you go,
Yeah.
for Boyertown and the surrounding area.
Right.
And then you have all that stuff hyperlinked, right, to Facebook or the website. So
Absolutely, Matt.
learn
To
more
make
about
it as easy as possible, so you don't have to go there and do any work. I did all the work for you.
Press a button.
Yep, that's it. Yep, touch your screen. That's all it takes. So I do the work,
Yeah.
and you get
The reward.
the reward. Yeah. So yeah. So there's always lots of events going on in the area. I'm trying to get my paperwork together here. There's all sorts of events always going on. So yeah, I mean, so check it out. There's always musicians. There's always
Restaurant specials, bar specials.
everything.
Let me help you
yeah.
out there.
There's donations. There's all sorts of stuff.
You can
going
go
on.
play basketball at the Salvation Army.
So we already spoke about one of the big events this week. That's we're starting off with.
Right.
With Glocker, the annual food drive that we do with Salvation Army, and also I'm gonna get this again. Always Be a Light Photography. We all joined up, and we're working to benefit the Salvation Army. So bring in your what's the word I'm looking for? The
Food
non-perishable.
donation. Non-perishable.
Non-perishable.
So
Yeah.
canned
Don't bring
goods,
in.
dry goods.
Yeah. Don't bring in your.
A gallon of milk.
Yeah.
We can't help you.
Although I need milk right now. in my house. So if you have it,
Jeff
you can
will
bring
be
it
rooting
today.
for the donation box.
No, but I mean, yeah, it's a great thing. It's going to benefit your community and benefit people that are less fortunate. So definitely do that. Besides that, I always talk about something, and it's whether it's community or life or whatever. This week, I'm talking about the whole solar system, Matt. Can you believe this?
What?
Yes, my little blog is talking about the entire solar system.
What are you, like Neil deGrasse Tyson now all of a sudden? Astrophysics?
All of a sudden. Always. No, but so this month is a special month. The month of November brings us all 7 planets visible to us. where you can. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know how much people know about the skies and the stars and the planets, but that doesn't usually happen. Usually, you can see a planet here or a planet there.
Right.
But this month in November, you actually get to see all 7 at a time.
Well, how many planets are there, Jeff? Though you
There's
said all
8.
7. I thought there was 9.
There's not. See,
Did
you're
Pluto get
old
downgraded?
school. Yeah, it's
Ah.
a dwarf planet. They don't count it. Yeah, I don't know what a dwarf planet means though.
It's just a rock floating around.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what they're trying to say. A chip off of Neptune or something.
I did not know that. That's an interesting fact.
Yeah. Which one, the Pluto?
No, what you just said.
Oh,
that you
yeah,
can
no,
see
it's
this
cool.
month you'll be able to see all the visible
Yep.
planets, all 7.
So we have Jupiter, Saturn, Mars, Venus, and Mercury. You can actually see with the naked eye, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I was actually looking at Mars the other day, I think. Yeah. I was looking at Mars the other day, and it was actually the orange color.
Yeah, you can
see the
kind of
orange
tell it. It's
color.
orange. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've looked
which
at
is
Mars before too.
kind of cool. It's really bright, and we have this Sunday coming up is a new moon, so there's no moon in the sky, so that makes the sky even brighter and clearer to see the stars and planets. So that would be a really good day to go or night to go out and take a look at these. But yeah, so you can see the Jupiter, Saturn, Mars, Venus, and Mercury with the naked eye. Uranus and Neptune. You have to use binoculars to see, but they're still visible. So do you want a little information on our planets that surround the Earth?
Sure.
I
You know
thought
what
you
I
might.
will say though, real quick though.
Sure, you can say it as long as you want.
I downloaded this app onto my phone. It's called Skyview.
Yeah.
It's free, and you download it onto your phone, and then you literally just hold your phone up. Like as you're outside, you can hold your phone up, and it'll show you what the star is. If you hold it on, it'll tell you what star it is. If it's part of a constellation, the whole 9 yards. It'll show you where the planets are and everything. It's called Skyview. And I downloaded the Skyview Lite, which is a free app. Mm-hmm. I have an iPhone. I'm sure you can get it on
I think
Android.
I have the same thing on there.
That's a great app.
It is.
You can use it any time of the day. It'll work. It'll
You can
tell
look
you what's out
through
there.
the Earth.
Yes,
you can see what's on the other
side of the Earth,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So
My kids love it.
That app with a pair of binoculars and Jeff's article.
Yep.
That's a whole evening of entertainment right there.
Sit back, look up to the sky, and enjoy the night. Right?
And give praise to God's creation.
Absolutely.
Right? Salvation Army. Am I onto something there?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So you're a fact guy, right?
I
said fact. I said fact with a CT.
I thought we were going back to how many lunches I got. I try to be as fact-based as possible.
Right.
I find that's a pretty good way to live your life.
All right, good. Yeah, that's definitely a good direction to go in. So here's just little tiny facts about the planets, since you might be looking at them, which should be looking at them this month, since we have that opportunity. So we have Mercury. It is the closest planet to the sun. It's the smallest planet, and it's dark gray in color, and it takes 88 days to orbit the sun. Okay. Do you know how many days it takes for planet Earth to orbit the sun?
Yes.
I want to hear the number.
It's 365 and what?
A quarter.
A quarter or a
yeah.
third or an eighth or
Very
something.
good. You even got the quarter in.
Yeah, I mean, I know how many days
I'm
are in a
testing
year.
I don't know that every single person on the Earth would pass that test,
We told the
though.
captain here that there was no test, and now you're giving me a test. Now she's going to be nervous.
I didn't give the captain a test. I give you a test, man. Okay. Venus, named after the Roman goddess
Of love.
Absolutely. Man, you are passing with flying. Love and beauty.
Love and beauty. And that is a bright white, it's a bright white star.
It is the brightest in the
Yeah.
sky. Yeah. And you know why?
Because it's the closest one to us.
No, because
No?
it's cloudy. It's completely covered in clouds, so that reflects
It
the
reflects
sun's
more
light.
sunlight.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
You can see Venus at certain times during the day. at certain times of the year you can see Venus like in the early morning and later on in the evening and the
Right.
afternoon. But you can see Venus is one of the stars that you can see while the sun is still up.
It's that bright,
Yeah,
right? Yep,
yeah.
yep. And that's when Venus you'll have to look for. And I have this all in the blog.
On your
but
blog.
Venus you'll have to look for in the morning.
Okay.
You won't see it at night.
Okay.
Yeah. But okay, Mars, known as the red planet because of its rusty red color, which is because of the iron-rich material landscape.
Yeah. And we've sent a couple of rovers to Mars now, and they're doing all kinds of exploration
Oh,
up there.
You could live there soon. SpaceX is going to bring you there.
Yeah.
In a few years.
I think there's, I kind of get twisted. Like, I enjoy talking about space and space travel and all
Right.
this stuff, but like, I kind of feel like there's some stuff like here on Earth that we kind of need to fix up a little bit. I don't know. We live here now.
Yeah. Mars doesn't seem that desirable yet.
No,
Yeah.
it's so far off.
If they
and
throw an
we've got-
ocean on there and maybe some palm trees, then we'll start talking,
Then
right?
maybe, right,
Yeah.
right.
I'll think about it
brother.
then. But okay, so that's named after the god
Of
of
war.
yeah, man. Matt. This should be called Matt Knows Boyertown.
Oh,
Matt knows
man.
everything.
Yeah, but that's not, that's trivia, man. I like
Okay.
playing trivia.
All right, we'll
That's
keep on
one
playing
of the
then.
things that I liked to do during the pre-COVID, and hopefully once we get through all this, is I liked going to the different trivia nights around.
Yeah, they're fun.
Yeah, little change of pace, get something to eat, have a drink, and answer some questions.
And
sometimes you win a prize.
if you go to my blog,
yeah,
there are places in Boyertown that are still having
that are still having
night.
trivia.
Yep.
I know JJ Radigan's down in Pottstown on Monday nights is still having trivia. I haven't been in there yet.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to go into restaurants. I'm
Right.
Trying to
Comfort level.
Yeah, I'm just spacing it out. Like I don't want to be going in there all the time. I'm going when it's on the right occasion.
Yeah.
That's a better way to say it.
Yeah, I know Izzy's is doing it, and
Okay.
off the top of my head, I can't get the other one.
So I probably know a bunch of this stuff from trivia,
Uh-huh.
but then also when we were kids, the planetarium,
Yes,
the Boyertown
Boyertown
Planetarium. We used to go
Planetarium.
there all the time when I was a kid.
Yeah,
They
I
would
don't know-
bus us up from Pottstown.
I don't know. Maybe Rebecca knows. I don't know. But they still have the planetarium at the Junior High East. But I know that the planetarium person.
Yeah, I don't know
Retired.
what's the name of the planetarium operator.
I-
That's a good. There's probably a name for
I
it.
can't think of it
I
though.
don't know.
I just
Yeah,
wonder-
that
I was
guy
wondering-
retired.
Yeah, so I was just wondering if
If they
anybody
got
knows
somebody
what's
else.
going on there.
No,
I should
don't.
find out.
I'm sorry.
That will be my job for next week. I'll find out.
Don't be sorry. We don't know a lot of stuff either. See, we're really impressing ourselves this time, but
Right.
sometimes we sit here and go, I don't know.
Oh. But the smartest people in the world say, "I don't know."
That's true.
Yes.
And are not
Like admit
afraid to say, I don't know.
Mhm.
I
Right.
don't know, but I'll go and find out for you.
See how I just turned that around to make us look like the smartest people in the world.
But it's also what we do with real estate too, right? Like you have to have that conversation
Yes.
with your clients. If I don't know something, I will find
Find out.
somebody who does.
Yes, and
Yeah.
we figured it out quickly.
Yeah, we'll figure it out
Yep.
as soon as possible.
Yep. Because if you try to say "I know" and it's wrong, then things really go sour. Yeah, we don't like that.
No.
Okay, what are we at? Jupiter, the largest planet in the solar system, is also known as the gas giant because it consists of mostly gas. Yeah. It's 2.5 times larger than all the other planets combined. If you put them all in a ball, all the other planets in a ball,
Yeah.
it's 2.5 times bigger than that.
I heard at one point in time there was a little bit of trivia that I knew. You could fit something like 5 Earths inside the spot on Jupiter.
I believe that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah.
that's how big it is. Just that little spot on.
You know
Jupiter.
what is the spot? It's it's like a hurricane, right? Or
Yeah, it's
something
like some
that?
kind of dust cloud. It's like
Yeah.
a swirling. Yeah,
That, like, never
dust
goes
storm.
away.
Yeah, that's
Man,
that's
some
what
power
you know. What
there.
I know.
Yeah. Saturn. Everybody knows Saturn because of the rings.
Right.
The rings are made of ice and rock that encircle the planet. It's very cool. It takes Saturn 29 years to orbit the sun, and if you, I witnessed this myself. My friend has a pretty decent telescope, nothing crazy, but a decent one.
Yeah.
And you can actually, when you look through, you can actually see the ring
Wow.
on Saturn.
Oh,
When
really?
you look into the sky. So yeah, if you have a telescope at home, check that out
Right.
because that's
That's
really
cool.
cool to
On
see.
a clear night, right?
Clear night.
You need a really clear night.
Sunday.
And what is it?
Sunday.
Sunday.
Sunday, there's a new moon, so it will be the
It'll
clearest
be
you
the
can
clearest.
get. Yeah.
And then if you went a little bit out to the country around Boyertown, that would help you out
Get
too.
out of the towns and cities.
And get into the countryside a little bit
Mhm.
on Sunday.
Yep.
It's a nice family activity.
Yep, definitely. Saturn, and okay, what do we got here? So Uranus, it's the butt of many jokes.
It is.
See what I did there?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I got it.
All right.
That's why I laughed.
It is mostly made of ice and also called the ice giant. Neptune, it's the furthest planet from the sun,
Right.
is basically it's Uranus's twin.
Okay.
It's made of ice as well, but it takes Neptune 165 years to orbit the sun.
What?
165 years
to go around
to
one
go
time.
around one time. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
It
Pretty
just gives
crazy.
you an idea of like how immense that's just our solar system. Imagine how immense like the galaxy or the universe is.
Yeah.
It's mind blowing.
Yep.
Absolutely mind blowing.
Yeah. So that's my planets blog here to this year. But yeah, I have a lot more details if you go to what Jeff Knows Boyertown and look at my blog. What's going down in Boyertown? You can learn a lot more about that. That was just a quick recap.
And your last blog was the haunted Boyertown, right?
The last one
Was it the
fall cleanup.
fall cleanup?
Yeah.
That's right. The home
Or getting
improve-
ready for winter.
Yeah, getting ready. The home tips, the home care tips,
Yeah.
and then
There's all sorts of little events going on in and around Boyertown right now,
Right,
but there's no
right.
big events to highlight. So that
I gotcha.
yeah. And sometimes I even give a little history background on certain places in Boyertown. Like I
Right.
did the State Theater. I did the. I did a
Something
couple other
else.
places. Yeah.
No, the grind. You went and talked to Keith.
Well, yeah,
at
and
the grind.
I do in-person interviews as well, and I will be doing a couple more of those before the year's over, I believe.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then hopefully we'll have those people on the cast at Glocker too.
Absolutely, yeah.
And if
'Cause we
somebody's
don't try-
watching,
yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, if somebody's watching from an organization, a business, or a nonprofit in the Boyertown area, and you want to get on the show and sit down with the cast at Glocker, just give us a call. You can call us here at the office. You can call either Jeff or I. Send us an email. We're super, super easy to find, and there's links on how to reach us right on both of the platforms that you're watching on.
Right.
So
Yeah.
if you want to get on the show, all you have to do is ask.
And we have noticed and this is our 6th show, and we have noticed that people seem to be a little scared to come on just because of being nervous about being in front of a camera. But how are we doing, Rebecca?
I think it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, she's
I'm
not nervous
scared.
at all.
No.
It's very easy.
Yeah, we'll bring you on. We sit down for a
We're
few
just having a
minutes.
conversation.
We'll get you warmed up, and by the time we're ready to roll, we'll already be just talking away.
So, Boyertown people, Boyertown business owners, organization owners, anyone that has anything going on in and around Boyertown, we'd love to have you.
Absolutely.
So one more thing real quick. State Theater is showing War with Grandpa from November 13th to the 19th. That's starring Robert De Niro. I've never seen it.
War with Grandpa.
Yeah. I imagine
I'm
it's comedy, and I imagine it's funny.
I can't even say I've heard of that one.
Robert De Niro is pretty much always funny.
We need to get the. I have been talking to some people from the State Theater, and I'm hoping that we can work something out. That's all I'll say about it.
Okay.
But I would like to get somebody in from the state to talk, or
Yes.
or go there maybe, because I'm really curious to see how their events have been going. And they had that Stevie Nicks event. Remember that?
Yeah.
They had the
Yep.
simulcast. So I'd just be interested to see how.
And you know
how,
what? That
why,
would be a good
what,
place
where.
to do like a on-site
Yeah,
podcast because
I
we
don't
can
wanna
move. We can get mobile.
We can mobile. We can
Yeah.
mobilize.
Yeah,
All right.
because you're getting your
I'm getting
equipment soon.
the
It's going to be
equipment-
very mobile then.
Yes, once I get all the equipment and all the equipment that's currently just sitting on our desk in a big pile of cords, that's all going to go into a box that's going to keep everything organized, and hopefully the show will be much more portable then.
Yes.
So if you want us to come to you, all we really need is an Ethernet connection.
Yeah.
That's it. Just plug in.
Okay, so that's what's going down.
That's what's going down in Boyertown.
That's right.
Go out and look at the sky on Sunday. It's a
Yes.
great time to look at the sky. Jeff wrote you a great guide to what you're going to be looking at and looking for. Sounds like a good plan. Hopefully the weather will cooperate.
I think it is. I think it's supposed to be nice Saturday.
Yeah.
Sunday, I mean.
We've been having some unseasonably warm weather.
Yeah. It's not. I don't think it's going to be warm. Which actually, the crisp air it makes it even clearer to see.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, because there's less
no
humidity,
haze
less
and-
haze.
Yep.
Right. Captain Rebecca
Yes.
from the Salvation Army. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
Let people know where you are again so that they can stop by and find a way to plug in or to get some help if they need it, or their neighbor or their friends or family.
Right, 409 South Reading Avenue, right here in Boyertown.
And you guys are on Facebook
We're on Facebook.
and you're on the World Wide Web.
Yes.
And I'm going to be posting up links to both of those places after the show. Rebecca, thanks for coming in.
Oh,
Thanks for
thank
talking
you.
about the
Thank you so
community.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you for what you do to help
Amen.
the folks here in Boyertown and the surrounding area.
Yeah.
Jeff knows Boyertown,
Yes.
also knows real estate.
Yes.
Real estate in Boyertown.
Yes. I'm going to keep agreeing. You keep on. You keep on pointing
Give
that
Jeff
finger.
a call, man. Give Jeff a call. You can't go wrong. I'm Matt Green at Glocker Real Estate. I know a whole bunch of stuff about real estate, too.
Yes.
I serve Pottstown and the surrounding communities. Thanks for tuning in. Also, if you like our podcast, you might also like my podcast, Porchcast Pottstown, which will be on the air tomorrow at 5 o'clock.
Right.
Matt Green at Glocker Real Estate and Porchcast Pottstown on YouTube.
And make sure you subscribe and
Subscribe.
push the notification bell so you know when we're going on.
Yeah, so that
Even though it's every Wednesday at 6,
right.
pretty easy to remember. Still, life gets a little crazy. Having that little notification pop up on your phone is a better way to go.
That's great advice.
Yeah.
And you can do that on both platforms. Like our page, sign up to get the notifications, and like Jeff's saying, you'll get a reminder. We are the cast at Glocker, and we're going to sign off. Thanks for tuning in.